Magic Johnson spoke about what Luka and LeBron must do to win a title, and he had this to say about Luka. Luka got to understand, this is not Dallas. We shouldn't have to tell you to be in shape. You should have already been about that, right? Especially when you are a superstar.
La La Land, baby. They don't play that. No,
Nope.
they ain't about nothing but championships, Ocho.
Yeah.
So they
And every superstar that has come there has given them a championship.
Yeah.
Wilt, Kareem, Shaq, LeBron, Anthony Davis. Every superstar that they've gotten has delivered them a championship. I'm not talking to guys that they drafted. Obviously, you know, Magic got them a championship. Kobe got them a championship, but they didn't trade. Obviously, Shaq was a free agent. But every superstar that's come, and if we want to classify AD as a superstar, so be it. I don't want to nitpick about that, but I'm just saying, every big time player, free agent, that's come to the Lakers has delivered a championship.
So, I mean,
Luka's got to deliver it.
You think Luka has a chance to deliver?
Yeah, if he can, he got to stay in shape, stay healthy. Man. I think that's the biggest thing.
I wouldn't even say the stay in shape part. I say the stay healthy part.
Got to be in shape.
I mean,
what caused you to get injured when you out of shape? Because when you out of shape, guess what happens? You pull things.
You could be in shape and still get hurt now.
You can. But why does he look every year? He looks like he's dragging a piano behind his back.
You're right. It's because he be bogged down with injuries.
His body wears down on him.
Yeah.
He's a phenomenal. And I'm not saying that. And people see, sometimes, Ocho, people just look at the end result. Well, look at the numbers that he's putting up.
Right.
But why does it look like, I mean, you see he got kinesio tape all on his back, all on his shoulders, everything. He's getting hold of, with chicken wire mesh tape.
Hey, I have a question too. You know,
yes.
When you lose weight, when you gain weight, does it change his game? Will it change the game and the style of play, the way he plays the game, not having that extra weight? Will he still be able to do some of the things that he does as far as using his body, you know, to play? Or you think?
No, I don't think so, Ocho, because you know why? Because I mean, the man's 25, 26, Ocho. I can see when you start getting in your 30s, you get that old man spread, Ocho. You know it get harder. When you in your 20s, man, you should be able to just like that.
Yeah, but I'm saying, I'm talking about his style of play. Will he still be able to use his body the same way he did when he had that extra weight?
Ocho, if he trained properly, you know what I mean? You train properly, you train for that, you prepare yourself for the upcoming season, whatever type of workout you're doing. Yeah. I don't think it'll hurt him. I think it'll help him. Because when you get late in the season, when you get to February, March, April, man, your body will still feel strong. Now, I think the one thing guys have to understand, it ain't just the off season that you get better, but during the season, you have to maintain that. You know what I'm saying? That's the
maintain what
because
you
that's
built.
the hardest thing. Because when you playing every night, every other night, you know, it's hard to be like, man, I gotta go in this weight room. I gotta throw these weights around today.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I think that's the main thing, bro. Like for me, Unc and Ocho, when I played, man, I love working out before the game. Like literally before we played, 2 hours before, I go up there and get me a nice little lift, total body, you know, just to keep my body strong. So when I did get out there on the floor, you know, I felt good. You know what I mean?
I agree. I agree. Like I said, and look, when you're dealing with that kind of money, Ocho, everybody got private chefs. Everybody got personal trainers. Everybody got physios. And Luka's a guy, his trainer can travel with the team. I bet you they let just like they let LeBron, Mike Macias probably travel.
Hey, y'all know that thing come down to one thing, bro. That's having discipline. Having the
That's it.
Hey, you got to put some of them beers down. I ain't saying you got to go cold turkey, but you can't be drinking beers every night, Ocho.
How about this, Ocho? 6-pack, not a case. That's all I'm saying. Get your nice little 6-pack. Hey, don't do the case. I'm just the hookah, man. Hey, don't get the big thing of hookah. Get a little bit of hookah. You know what I'm saying? Don't get the one that's like 6 to 8 people can tug on it.
Some of those habits for him are probably going to be hard to break, especially depending on who he has around him. Those habits that he's been doing for a very long time. We all have our vices. You know, my vice is cigars. But if it came down to it, if I had to stop, I could stop cold turkey. When it comes to alcohol,
let me ask you a question. Could you stop smoking cigars during the season for $60 million?
Huh?
Could you stop smoking cigars during the season for 60 million?
Good.
Yeah, I mean,
That don't say yes. I'm just asking yes or no. Could you stop smoking cigars?
I'm not addicted to it, of course. Yeah.
And that's the thing. Look, Michael Jordan smoked cigars during the season, but Michael Jordan was in tip-top peak shape. You look at the caps on his shoulder, you look at his body. Now, if Luka wasn't going to wear down at the end of the year,
right?
As a matter of fact, hell, I bring him cigars. How much? What them cigars you say? I got Tampa Nuggets right now. I got some Tampa Nuggets upstairs.
Hey, look.
Swishers. Whatever. Hey, I bring him a 6-pack. I bring him a 6-pack. What you drinking?
Hey,
Michelob, Coors, Anheuser Bud. What you drinking? Bud Light, Mick Light. What you want? Hey, I know he ain't drinking no Bull, no Slizzball, Luka, no OD.
Hey, listen.
So he probably drinking some niche beer.
I think he's gonna come back in much better shape, but I think he's gonna have to maintain that throughout the season. That's the toughest part, man. I've been seeing him working out this summer, Ocho and Unc. So I know he hears the whispers. Believe me, he hear the whispers. So he gonna come back. He gonna come back a different player for sure.
Working out in the offseason is the easiest thing you can do because you got nothing but time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Ocho? You said that 2 hours a day, but it gets difficult. I mean, it gets hard. Man, you getting beat up, my shoulder's getting sore, but I still got to find a way to go in there and lift. I got to bench. I got to do shoulder work. I got to do leg work. I got to do calf work. I got to do core work because that beating that I'm taking, and the last thing you want is you trying to ward off injury as long as you possibly can. And once you get, Ocho, you get nicked during the season, it's hard to get healthy because you can't get no rest. You can't get proper rest. They got your ass up at the wee hours of the morning. You can't train because you rehabbing. You doing all this training after practice. You there 2 hours before meeting, getting all the way to. Then you then you train, you rehab icing and stem during lunch break. Okay, you go out there, try to do some little walkthroughs, and then you got 2 hours after practice. So you get treatment 5 hours a day.
I remember them days.
Yeah, I know you remember them days. I remember them days too.
In football, I know you can't make it through no season without lifting weights every week, right?
No, especially Joe and Unc. Unc's body type was a little different. I was small. I was scrawny as hell, so I had no choice but to lift weights to maintain my strength. It wasn't about being no muscle, Joe. I wasn't physically imposing, but I needed, because the wear and tear on my body, and I was so small, I had no choice. I had no choice but to lift weights throughout the entirety of the season because I would wear down if I didn't. I just wanted to maintain my strength, and not maintain my strength to be strong, but to be able to withstand the punishment I was taking because I played reckless as hell like a goddamn rag doll.
And the position y'all playing here, y'all pretty much running wind sprints the entire game.
Yeah, basically.
I was already undersized. I only weighed 228.
Yeah.
I weighed 228, so I had to be strong. And I held on till about week 13. After a while, that thing started coming down all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Hey, like I said, I fought it long as I could.
It's the same thing with basketball, though. Think about it. When you got back-to-backs and you playing 4 games and 5 nights, man, you still got to find time. I ain't saying you got to go in there and squat no 400 pounds, but you got to go in there and keep the body strong, because when you go through that rigorous season for 6 to 8 months, bro, if you're not lifting weights every week, your body is going to break down. That's just the way it is.
Yeah. Yep. And as you get older, the thing that I like that, Mike was like, hey, don't worry. Hey, I was only on 1-a-day practices, Ocho. Mike said, hey, go get your lift in. I was able to get my, practice in the morning, lift in the afternoon, kept me good and fresh. Made sure I got my workout Monday after the game. Got Tuesday was all about me, what I wanted to do. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was off. I ain't do no. Once Thursday was rolled around, no more lifting for the kids.
You done?
Yeah, because I go Monday through Thursday.
Damn, 4 days?
4 straight days, Ocho.
Boy.
One good thing.
Hey, the devil is alive.
One good thing I found out, and this when I was playing in Brooklyn, playing with Kevin Garnett. man, we used to get these lifts in after the game, right after the game. It may be a one-setter, but your one-setter may be like 15, 20 reps. It may be like 4 or 5 exercises. That way, you done went through that game, now you lift them weights. So in the morning when you wake up, you don't have that lactic acid just sitting in. You know what I mean? You have a little pop to you. Kevin Garnett told me that. He said he got it from Dennis Rodman. And ever since, bro, I have been doing it. Now, I left Brooklyn, and when I got to Miami, hell, everybody was in the weight room after the game. D-Wade, UD, everybody was in there. I said, man, listen, it was just a great environment to be in. But if that's one thing I can give athletes, bro, especially hoopers, after games, you should get you a good lift in. It ain't got to be heavy, just something nice to keep the body toned and strong.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Joe. After game, that Monday morning, I'm so overboard.
I can imagine.
Oh, Joe, I'm so bad. My shoulders aching so bad, man. My elbows, my knees. Especially if you come out playing on that turf. So, Joe, Ocho, I don't know when you got to the league, that everybody had AstroTurf, because by that time they had started to transition to field turf. But I was playing when they had that cement with turf rolled over the top of it.
The carpet down.
But look, y'all gotta understand, man. Y'all playing a gladiator sport. The contact that y'all got, that's like a car wreck. You know what I'm saying? Every time you collide with somebody, like that's gotta be rigorous. I know they. So after y'all play on Sunday, y'all probably don't have to report to practice to win, Unc and Ocho.
Yeah, Monday you go and watch film on Monday, and sometimes they give you victory Monday where you don't got to go in, so you play.
Right, you don't have to. Yeah, you just go get your own lift. You do your own thing.
Your own thing.
That's what. But it didn't matter. I remember we played Miami on a Monday night, Ocho. We got back at like 5:30 in the morning. I might as well go and get me a workout.
Got it out the way, huh?
I got it out the way. That's really the only time that I didn't come back over there that Tuesday. I got my workout in. Tuesday was my workout day and clean my locker out. So Lysol, get all the dirt out of my shoes and stuff, vacuum it out. I did that, went home. That was it for the day. But I had to get that work. I had to get that work in, man. I just had to. I didn't feel right if I didn't lift. I got to try to get some of that soreness out, because like you said, that West Coast offense, the tight ends, he does a lot of running. And sometimes you catch more passes than the other, but hey, you gonna get that blocking in, because TD back there, TD gonna get his touches. TD gonna get 25, 30 carries.
Hey, listen. So in basketball, it's about equivalent to about a little over 3 miles, right? A game, especially if you one of them heavy hitters and you playing top minutes. In football, because y'all playing wide receiver, tight end, and it's a bunch of sprints. How many sprints you think y'all running a game?
Ooh, Lord.
That's a good question.
Probably, let's see. Let's just say, Ocho, you catch 10 passes.
Yeah.
If you caught 10, it all depends on how many pass plays we have. We might have 25, we might have 30, we might have 35. Now, some you running a shallow cross, some you running a flat route, some you running a stick, some you running a seam. So for me, I would say probably 1,200-yard sprints.
That's a lot, man.
Yeah, but you got to think, it sounds like a lot, but you got to think, each play is 3 seconds.
3 to 5 seconds.
3 seconds, full speed, rest.
3
seconds, full speed, rest. So it's a continuous, it's especially if you in shape, well, man, you good.
And even if you in shape, guess what? You running that 2-minute drill and let them throw you a couple of passes in a row. Go right onto that sideline. Hey, get in there.
Hey,
Oh, check this out. Speaking of lifting, Joe, we got to talk about the video Ocho posted this morning.
Me? Oh, playing with. I forgot about that this morning, man.
If the ball touching his chest,
I didn't touch his chest on.
Now I got to touch your chest. It don't count.
What don't count?
If the bar does not touch your chest, it does not count.
Hey, don't nobody touch my chest but my woman.
If that bar does not touch your chest, it does not count.
Says who?
Says the bench press. Look,
Google.
Hey, look up the definition of a bench press.
No. I don't care what the definition of the bench press is.
You ain't finna change it. Oh, just because you don't do it to who said nobody. That's a no rep.
I'm benching how I see fit and why I look the way I do.
No rep. No rep.
Hey, you saw how easy, hey, listen, they stay with me. You see how slow, how easy and slow? I'm gonna do 315 next week for you too.
I bet you don't.
Hey, listen, I can do 315. What you talking about? Did
No,
you
you
see how
can't.
easy I did that?
You ain't doing like 3-4 reps.
I only did 5. That's all I wanted to do. I just want to
Touch
see
your
if I
chest.
still had it.
Touch your chest.
I just want to see if I still had it. Hey, my titty's too big. I can't touch my chest. I just got them done.
Khalil Zabar says Shannon Sharpe, Nightcap, tell him doesn't count as a full rep. Bar needs to get to the chest. This is how I know those dumbbells you were lifting the other day had to be fake, struggling with 225. Agree? You got to touch that bar to your chest or it don't count.
I don't
85.
have to. I don't have to do nothing. I was supposed to follow the NFL rules. I ain't followed nan one, so I'm the bar not touching my chest. Y'all just mad y'all not stronger than me. How about that?
I don't know. They might not be. I don't know. You're not talking to me. So
we lift the same amount of weight. What are you talking about? Whatever you do, I can do.
I tell you what I do. I bet you 5,900. Whatever you max, I'll rep it. Whatever you max, I'll rep it.
Matter of fact, double or nothing. Double. Let's double that.
Triple or nothing.
Okay, bet.
Whatever you max, I'll rep it.
Hey, this what you fail to realize. I just look like this.
I don't give a damn what you look like.
I'm just as strong as you are.
Whatever you max, I will rep it.
All right. Okay.
Because you saw me with 2 chains. I'm talking about with no warm. I just went in there and did 225 15 times. With
That's
no
what I
warm
just
up.
did. That's what I just did. I just walked in the gym and did 225.
For 5 reps and then touch your chest.
Huh?
All I'm saying is, whatever you max, 315, 350, whatever you max, I'll rep it.
Man, you don't want no smoke. Yo.
Yeah, I do. I want all that.
You don't want no smoke.
As a matter of fact, I want Joe $100 on top of that too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cover Joe.
Hey,
I promise you, when it comes to the weight room, this ain't what you want.
nah, it is.
This ain't what you want.
It is. I just look like this. You think because I'm small in stature, I can't lift what you lift. I can do the exact same thing you can do. I'm telling you.
Ask the chat, do they think you can bench with me?
I don't care what the chat
We gotta have a
thinks.
lift off. We gotta have a lift.
It won't even be
matter
close.
of fact, hold on. Let me tell you something. I'm not cocky. I'm convinced. You hear me? I'm not cocky. I'm convinced.
I ain't even worried about that.
You can't beat me in the weight room, and Joe, you can't beat me hooping.
You know what I tell you, Ocho? I tell you what I do. Ocho.
That's how I'm feeling.
Ocho, this is what I do. I bet my salary to your salary.
Wait, which job?
Any job you want. You take ESPN, you take Nightcap, you take Club Shay Shay. Whatever job you want.
Okay. I like that. Hey, I hope my kids watching. We're gonna have a good Christmas. Hey, baby.
I'm giving you the same bet. Hey, Ocho.
Hey, Joe. When I'm done, well, I'm gonna have me a property. You hear me?
Ocho, I'm betting you.
Ocho, hey, you know what? Hey, move your head out of the way. Let me see that TV, because I want to get that TV centered. I want to let my, I want my guy to come in there when he go center that TV. Hey, you can take that piano, because don't nobody I know how to play the piano, so you can take your piano with you.
Hey, no. Hey, that's a good one though, But hey, I'm too strong though, I just look like. Hey, what you saying? I just look like this.
Hey, I don't even. First of all, 84% said me 60. I don't know who them 16% is. I don't know who they are.
That's what's wrong with society. We are visual creatures, so anything of size, they just assume it's stronger. That's just the way we are as society and in people and as humans, not understanding. Hey, Joe, if I'm not all yoked up and big, then I'm not strong. Then you have people that are foolish and saying I'm doing 120s and the weights are fake. That's how you know. Well, he's so small, we don't expect him to be able to do that 8 times. I'm very strong for my size, what people don't understand. Joe, that's why I know if me and Unc, it was a tussle, I'm going to fold him like a lawn chair.
What? He ain't even believe
Bad.
Look, he had to laugh that one off.
Man, Ocho, man. I like the confidence. I definitely would love to have you as a teammate because I know we gonna go out there. Even if we go get our ass beat, Ocho gonna have us convinced that we can win this game.
But every time,
he is not lacking in that department. Because boy, if you
he ain't lacking no confidence.
Boy, if you think for 1 second you got a chance to beat me in some basketball, boy, you done lost your mind. You done lost.
All right. Listen. I'm not Michael Beasley, boy.
I don't care who you is.
It
don't matter who you.
I ain't Michael Beasley, boy. This Ocho now. This me. This Ocho. What I do. Check my resume.
I bet you won't even score no more than 2 points. See, you might get lucky and throw up a Hail Mary. You might make a Hail Mary. You look like one of them type throw up a Hail Mary. But outside of that, you ain't scoring no more than 2 points, man.
All right.
Man, that's just Ocho something. He gonna lift more than me. Lord have mercy.
I can tell by that little form you just did right there. I could tell. Oh no.
Hey, you see me? Hey, listen. You see me? Hey, look. Watch my wrist break. And I'm not gay, but I know how to break the wrist. You hear me? Hey, Joe. Hey, hold on. Let me turn to the side so you can see it, Joe.
You got that gooseneck. You got that gooseneck?
Yeah.
Man, please.
How much is that? How much is on there?
Oh man.
I'm
feeling good tonight, bro. Hey, I don't know if you can see the chat earlier. Joe, I don't know if you can see the chat earlier, but boy, I was about to cry behind these goddamn glasses, boy. Boy, the chat, boy, y'all some funny people, man. Hey, Joe, can you see the chat, Joe?
Yeah,
earlier?
I can see the chat.
Oh my man, listen. Man, I would hold it in so bad, man. Them folks in that chat so
by Twan. I can't see. I can't see the chat.
Hey,
Ash was over here crying. I wonder what everybody. Jordan laughing. I'm like, man, I got to keep it together. I'm like, what's funny?
Man,
Ash shaking her head, talking about she got a. Oh.
Hey, that goddamn chat was funny.
Yeah, they don't play it.
Man, I was like, man. But I caught on. Yeah. Ash pulling something for you, Ocho.
What's that?
Tracy McGrady had a take this week. He went on the Young Man in the 3 podcast and said, I don't think nobody had better handles than Jamal Tinsley, even Kyrie. Joe.
Jamal Tinsley was in my draft class, 01.
Wait, Jamal Tinsley?
Yeah.
Tinsley.
You mean Jamal Crawford?
No, Jamal Tinsley. Tinsley, he played at Indiana.
Yeah, I think he went to Iowa State, if I ain't mistaken.
Iowa State he did.
He got handles like that, Joe?
He had handles, Ocho. He had some handles, but I ain't better than
Ain't nobody got no handles like Kyrie.
His was tight, though. He had a tight handle, but it wasn't better than no Kyrie.
Time out. I don't, and I mean no disrespect to the sport of basketball. Chat, I apologize. Jamal Tinsley.
That's a name we knew you probably wasn't gonna know that one, Ocho. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Hey, but if McGrady say he's better than
he
Kyrie Irving,
he just saying handle.
He said handles.
Oh, okay. So he had the same type of creativity.
He had a nice bag with him. Like he I don't know if he was ambidextrous.
Layup package.
I don't know if he was ambidextrous like Kyrie, but he had a nice handle. He was a big point guard too. Like he would post up from time to time, but to say his handle was better than Kyrie's, that's a stretch, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, big stretch.
Hey, Kyrie, and for me, I relate everything in soccer terms. To me, Kyrie's creativity is similar to that of Neymar and Ronaldinho. Yeah. You know, he's a magician with the ball. They are magicians with the ball, and not in the gym playing around. I'm talking about in game, where you can't make a mistake when you try to pull certain moves off. You have to execute it, and every time they do it, man, they do it with just, effortlessly.
Hey, look, because it's really read and react. Some of the stuff that them dudes do, or even us as athletes that we do in a game, a lot of times you're reading and reacting. So you may pull something off that you've never practiced before. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
Yeah,
keeping it real. You may pull something
right.
off you've never practiced before, but
Right.
it's just read and react. So, you know, it just kind of come to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, he played against him, but it's hard for me to believe. And I've seen a lot of guys handle the ball. Isaiah Thomas could pat the rock. Isaiah Thomas was the first guy. I'm talking about Isaiah would come up the court, you literally doing this right here. Da, 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 da. Watch him in the All-Star game. White Chocolate had handles.
Hey.
I've never seen anybody have handles like Kyrie though.
Hey, Jason Williams was very entertaining with that ball in his hands, boy.
For sure.
Very entertaining with that ball in his hands.
Hey, you can't be worried about having no turnovers or making no mistake playing like that, though. Yeah, them dudes come out, they play free, they have fun. Hey, they let loose. You know, a lot of guys ain't willing to take them chances. Some of them chances those dudes take during the game, man.
You got to be
hell no. You gonna get your ass snatched up out the game.
Absolutely. There you go.
They'll pull you, a coach will pull you out?
Hell yeah.
Man, if you ain't
wait, I'm talking about in the NBA.
Yeah, if you ain't Ocho, if you out there and you ain't him and you out there trying stuff and you turn the ball up, man, you gonna come sit next to me.
Oh, well, you got to understand at the NBA level, dudes, if you really not like that, there would be no level of comfort to pull that shit off anyway in a real game.
Man, there's some dudes out there who got some handles. They just scared to pull it out. They scared to try some of this stuff in a real game. Like you see some of these bigs, you watch some of these dudes play in the summertime. You like, hold on, man, why you ain't doing that during the regular season or during the season?
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Okay.
They know they pull that off and get a couple turnovers, boy, you gonna be sitting down.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, they're not finna let you just arbitrarily just in a game, Ocho, where it matters. Okay, you want to be in practice and you try some stuff like that, but you get in the game where wins and losses matter.
Yeah.
It's just like you might try some stuff in the warm-up line, pat and go. Ocho.
Yeah.
Look what's on the bar, Ocho.
What that is? What that is? 4 plates? What's that? 4 or 5?
Mm-hmm.
Why you struggling?
Hey, I tell you what, I bet you can't tell. I tell you what, you can't even hold it. That's 3 reps with 4 or 5. You ain't never done 4 or 5.
Who ain't never done? Man, what you talking about?
Yeah, you gonna say you squatted? As a matter of fact, I probably can bench what you squat. Why you bumping them?
I don't do that, boy.
Why you bumping them?
I squat.
Why you bumping them?
Hold on. You might want to pump your brakes a little bit and talk to some of my teammates and ask.
That's 4 or 5 right there, Joe.
Ocho, don't catch no
with no spotter and a suicide grip.
Ocho, don't catch no hernia out here trying to lift no 4 or 5, man.
Hey, Joe, I was doing 4 or 5 when I was in the league, Joe. I was squatting 650 when I was in the league, Joe. I worked out with the lineman, Joe.
You can't squat 650 with a 2-ply suit.
Hold on, Joe.
See, that's why I know you don't know. If you know, have you ever been in a 2-ply suit?
Hey, Joe,
have you ever been in a 2-ply suit?
No, I only wear 3-piece.
Exactly.
Joe,
Joe,
I know
he don't know nothing about no.
Joe, every time I say I do something right, he never believed me until I had people that come on that play with me.
Ain't nobody gonna come on. I can call Chip. I can call
TJ.
Chip.
Call Chip. Call Ray. Chip Moore, and he'll tell you.
I know Chip. Chip was meant to be in Baltimore.
The lineman. I worked out with the lineman.
All I know, pound for pound, when I was in the league, I was the second strongest player. I was 225 pounds with a max of 470.
Hold on, you was the second strongest player on your team, maybe?
No, in the league, body weight, pound for pound.
Man.
Hey, you did that with no spot, man.
No, by myself, yeah.
Hey, he probably listen. Hey, it was probably elevated. They probably had some help.
Ain't no elevated. Hey, you see, pull it back. You can see what's back there.
Hey, you see these?
We gotta take it down slow and control, Ocho. By myself.
Hey, look,
touching my chest. That is a bench.
Hey, that's a magic trick.
Hey,
I don't believe that. I gotta see that for myself. Hey, Joe, that's AI, Joe. That's AI. That ain't real.
Yeah, okay, AI.
That's AI. Hey, chat, that's AI. Don't believe
I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's one thing. The chat, no.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. They ain't nothing but some squat weight for me, boy. Hey, I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. I ain't finna try to get under there and lift no 405. Boy, please.
Hey, Joe, it ain't that hard, Joe. He just looked like that.
You know, y'all got, football players have different builds from basketball players.
For sure.
Yeah, I do, Joe. Look at me, Joe. I do.
Here you go.
Here
you go. Here you go. Here you go.
Look at my arms,
Here you
Joe.
go.
Hey,
I tell you what, Ocho, give me 6 weeks.
What you gonna do in 6?
You said give me 6 weeks. What you talking about?
You want to do, Ocho? You really want to do this?
You know I work out every day, Unc.
No, I'm saying, do you really want to do this?
I work out every day. I ain't played football in 12 years. I work out every day like I'm finna get.
How long you think it's been since I played football? Damn, you think I retired yesterday?
I'm just telling you, I work out every day like I'm finna get a phone call. You just never know. Just in case.
I've been retired 22 years.
Okay. Okay.
With double hips.
What you want to do? I mean, what you want to do?
Ocho? I bet you I wouldn't even put my feet on the floor.
Man, listen, 6 weeks. What you want to do? I can hold my feet up too. What you saying?
Ocho, I'll bet you with my feet up like this here.
I could do the same thing.
Ocho,
It's all about. Hey, listen, Uncle. It's all about core at that
point. Hey, you see how I wiggle my feet? That's how I'm gonna be wiggling my feet on the bench with you.
All right. I want to know what's up with this 6 week challenge. What you trying to do? Because I love a good competition.
I ain't wasting my time with you, man.
That's what I thought. Because you know what's up. You don't want no smoke with me. You know better. You know where to draw the line.
Ocho, don't let him get your blood pressure up, Ocho.
Hey, no, I'm good, Joe. I'm good, Joe. But when it comes to competing, can't nobody see me in nothing. I don't care who it is or what it is. And Joe, this is what I do, Joe.
Man, Ocho, I don't even really live like that no more, Ocho. But for you,
man, lost his mind over there.
Yeah, Ocho, you can't even do 315.
How you gonna tell me what I can do? I do it tomorrow, Unc, before my flight. I do it before my flight tomorrow to show you. Hey, lifting weight ain't nothing to me, Unc.
Hold on, I'm trying to think. Hey, listen, hold on, where we go? Hold on.
Listen, let me finish. I've been pushing weight since the 80s. I've been lifting weight since the 80s.
Now. All right.
What you talking about?
All right.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Hey, Joe, I done it all, Joe. But I was a mule for the cartel, Joe. What you talking about? This is what I do. Hey, look at this. Look at it. Let me put it in the camera for you so you can see. Joe, you see that? That's 30 inches, boy. That's 30.
That's half of that.
Hey, man, I don't know about y'all. Hey, Joe, I took a nap today, Joe.
Yeah, I tell.
I took a nap today.
You must be had something to drink too, thinking you could out bitch me.
I ain't drinking nothing but this Avion.
It's spiked with something. Melo responded to Michael Beasley's challenge to play one-on-one. I'm not losing one-on-one game, bro. I've never lost a one-on-one game. I'm not saying I'm going out there playing. What I'm saying, I got ridiculed for doing this ish at the highest level for being a one-on-one end. Joe, our DMs are flooded with people telling me to ask you if you'd beat Melo one-on-one.
I mean, I think I beat anybody. Okay, Ocho, I think I beat anybody. Here's why I tell y'all. I think the one-on-one game is very different versus, playing in a 5-on-5 setting. You have isolation.
Yes. Yeah.
One-on-one at the top.
That's how you got the name ISO Joe.
Hey, man, I've been doing this for a long time now. I've been doing this for a long time.
That's how you got it. Do they not understand what ISO means?
But you know, as athletes, man, everybody feel like, they can't be beat. But I tell y'all what's gonna happen. I think all these matchups, I do think they're gonna happen. I think they may happen under, different conditions, meaning, we're gonna have to get it together, get the sponsors right, but they definitely probably more than likely gonna happen for sure. Because I know the fans want to see it. Look, anywhere I go, since we brought this topic up or since Lance and Beasley has played, this is all the talk has been about. So I know the people, I know the chat want to see it. I know everybody want to see it. So I'm sure it's gonna happen.
Yeah. I think that's dope too. A different dynamic, for those that aren't playing in a structured environment, 5v5 anymore, and having competition, a one-on-one competition, and it's something that can continue to. This can be big.
That's what I'm saying, Ocho. That's all I'm saying.
It can become very, very big, and somebody sitting on the meal ticket, somebody sitting on the golden goose or golden egg, whatever you want to call it, for NBA players. And this can also falter into other sports too.
What?
In
When
the
you talking about
NBA
one-on-one
setting.
setting?
Yeah, one-on-one setting. It could be football, it could be basketball.
Man, this
I'm
man
not sure
here.
if there's anything else outside of that would be interesting to us culturally that people want to see. But football and basketball would be really, really
Yeah,
dope.
I know everybody wants to see these basketball matchups, man, and it'll be fun. It'll be interesting as well. It's something I'm very intrigued about. So it's gonna happen. We're gonna do it for the culture. We're gonna do it for the fans for sure.
Yeah. It got to make sense
Hello,
first now. We ain't just hey, we ain't just getting out there just to get
hello,
out there now.
hello. There you go.
Okay.
No, hell no. You gotta make. If it make dollars, it makes
There we
sense.
go. There we go. Hey,
Tyler Herro says he doesn't believe in history before 1950. I don't believe anything that happened before 1950. For real. Like, how do we know? When did Christopher Columbus come to America? The land, whatever. They said 1492. How do we know? I think these young kids just be saying stuff to say stuff.
hey, we're in a different era, Unc and Ocho.
Everybody want to have a viral
Everybody
moment.
has a platform. Everybody to speak their mind. So it's a lot different now.
And think about it, Ocho and guys. They taking history out of the schools.
Oh yeah. Hey, whose idea was that? That was Trump, huh? Changing the curriculum and stuff, huh?
Man, this man here.
Trying to erase history so we don't know things that happened before we were here. And that's crazy. I understand.
I mean, he got grandparents. So if they tell him something, I'm sure his grandparents was born before 1950.
He from Tyler Herro, not from the crib, is he? He from Miami?
Nah. I don't know where he's from, but I mean, so anything that his grandparents tell him, he don't believe. His grandparents were born before 1950.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Let's talk about this trade. The Memphis Grizzlies sent Desmond Bane to the Orlando Magic for KCP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Cole Anthony, 4 unprotected first-round picks and a pick swap. Hold on. I don't think y'all heard me, P-Bell, because I ain't get the reaction that I thought I was going to get from you. 1, 2, 3, 4 unprotected first-round picks and a pick swap.
Yeah.
I mean, when you do something like, are you blowing it up? Are you gonna get rid of Ja? Are you gonna get rid of Triple J? I mean, what's going on? What's going on, Joe?
Man, that's what it looked like. I'm like, man, they gave up a lot,
for Desmond Bane.
Yeah, they gave up a lot for Desmond Bane, man. But I mean, I don't know what Memphis got going on over there. I don't know what they plan on doing. Maybe they will get rid of Ja and JJ, but I'm like, why? If you do that, then what you banking on? What's gonna be your draw? You know what I mean, P-Bev? You get rid of them too.
Yeah. I look at it like this, right? If I'm GM, I'm looking at it like, if I wanted to start a team, right? Obviously, I'm gonna pick the guy that I want to start the team with. I'm gonna pick a 5-man. But if there's anybody else that you need as like a shooter, a glue guy, a guy that can just get you points from nowhere, I honestly think he's an upgrade from Caldwell Pope. If we being honest,
It's Desmond Bane.
Yeah. If we're being honest, he's done it in the regular season. He's done it on the.
Oh, you say he's an upgrade over KCP?
Also.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
He is.
Yeah.
Right. I think Memphis also needed a guard who can bring up the ball. Who can go get his own bucket. I like that in Cole Anthony. They also needed some locker room presence. I like that from KCP. Right. I don't like the picks. Right, but it's been so up and down in the NBA. Luka Dončić gets up 1 first round. A guy gets 3 first rounds. So you just don't know the scale of how they negotiate with the picks.
And you see Rudy Gobert go for 4 first-round picks.
Yeah.
But see,
we just don't know.
Go ahead, Pat. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's just hard for us to know like what's actually been said in those conversations. So like we can look at it like man, what the hell? What's wrong with y'all? How y'all giving up that much, right? To the naked eye. But I don't know. It might have been the deals in place before. We don't know if it's, it's so much with this business that you really.
But I thought Scottie Pippen Jr. played well for Memphis last year. When Ja was down, I thought he played well, P-Bell.
Yeah, I think you keep him and you get Cole.
Yeah,
also, right. I don't think you can as many ball handlers and playmakers you can have. I think that's a good look. I think Luka Dončić is up for contract. I think he's free agent. Right, so I mean that's an open position. That's it's telling you they might not want to bring Luka Dončić back. So I think I like it with the presence with KCP, a winner who's done it before, someone that can be in Ja. I like Jaren Jackson, JJ, and Ja still together. So we just I like eating. You know what I'm saying? We just have to see how it goes.
I think.
I'm looking at this. I'm like, what message? I don't think they got better. I don't think they got better with this trade. I don't think Memphis, they're still 9th seed. They for the play-in. With the move they made today, they're still in the play-in.
Yeah.
I don't look at them and say, okay, with this move right here, now they're top 5, top 4 seed. I don't look at it like that. You think they're top 4, top 5 seed right now, P-Bell?
No, you got to think this is the same team that fired Taylor Jenkins. So you got to come in thinking that sometimes maybe they don't think the right way at all. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, like, oh man, this is the same organization that fired a phenomenal coach. You feel me? They've been in the headlines with Ja Morant and this. They've been in the headlines more than the Hollywood team. The Memphis. You was there.
Unfortunately, I was there, Pete.
Yeah,
as a matter of fact, you was on the team. Yeah, you were there too.
I texted her and say, Unc, you good? Yeah, I'm cool. I'm like, yeah.
You say, let that go, man. Let it go, man. They on some bull jive. Them young boys, they like that. Let it go.
Let it go. So like they've been in the news more than the Hollywood team. So like, you always have to question any move they make.
Hey, look, you see them trading Ja and Triple J?
Man, I can't see that. I know the rumors been spreading around, but man, Ja is star power. He's box office. I think a lot. I think they putting more pressure on him to be elite, to be one of the top guys in this league. And JJ, like, you got two great pieces who work together. I don't know why you would trade that and what you would get back for it. You know what I mean? That would be comparable to what they give. So I don't see them trading him. I think they looking for Ja to take that next step and be elite in this league, be one of the top elite guards, man. That's how they're gonna be able to contend.
I think Ja's phenomenal. He just can't stay. He got to stay healthy though, Joe.
I think that's why they got them other guards. That's why you bring in Cole Anthony. You keep Scottie Pippen because of his injury history. But if you can keep him healthy, I think.
Oh, he's phenomenal.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal. And besides, I mean, you get rid of him. Look, there are very few big men that people ever come to see. So they come to see they come to see guards. They come to see LeBrons and Kevin Durant. They come to see Steph Curry's and James Harden and guys like that. I mean, look, Triple J is phenomenal, but people ain't gonna be lining up to see Triple J and Zach Edey. I'm sorry.
Hey, P-Bear.
Yeah, no.
This is a star-driven league, bro. You know what I mean? He got commercials, this, that, and the third. Like he
got a shoe.
Yeah, he got his own shoe.
Nah, he the culture. Yeah. He the culture.
He's just looking for him to take that next step, man. Be a little bit more disciplined in the things that he's doing off the court. Hold himself accountable and come in and help get that franchise, back to their winning ways.
Yeah, because he the chief of the YN.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, all the YNs love him. They love him to death. Yeah, him and NBA young boy, they love them too.
They can't do no wrong. They can't do no wrong.
He got the culture. He just got.
See what they feel like is bad for the public eye. Like P. Bell said, these YNs, they loving it. You know what I mean? They love it. They love it. They love to see him act like that.
But here's the thing, bro. Do you understand how much money you cost yourself?
That's what I mean.
You make a big money. You get suspended for 20 games. Hey, P. Bell, man, come on now. 20 games. That's probably $3 million, $4 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you who mad. Jaren Jackson Jr.
Oh man, he calls himself $100 million. He made one of them all NBA.
You know what they say? They talking about your homie cost them all that money, LeBron James.
How?
They say if LeBron don't get that position, they say that's for sure JJJ spot, and he get that 350.
But here's the thing: does anybody think Triple J outplayed LeBron this year?
No, not even close. Not even.
But
close.
See, that's the thing.
But in my mind, I'm thinking like, man, they gonna gave it to LeBron for 20 years. At least give me, So I feel it both ways.
And the thing is that you can't win. They said, okay, we want this. Okay, now you got writers that's going to decide how much money you actually make.
Yeah.
Because
ain't that why?
First team, second team, third team, first to second team, all NBA MVP.
You're right. Hey, look.
It's a cold game now. It's a cold game.
For me, man.
It used to be the players voted. But they say, man, y'all got favoritism. You got your players, X, Y, and Z. So they say, you know what? Let's turn it over to the writers. They turn it over to the writers. Bro, somebody gonna be disappointed because the season that Wilt averaged 50 and 25, he didn't win the MVP. So up until 1980, players voted for the MVP.
Yeah.
They said, nah, man, y'all be buddy. Y'all be hanging out the All-Star game. Y'all cool, so you vote for your buddy. Okay, they said, I'll tell you what, we gonna take it out. Now the writers got it. Now what you want to do? Somebody got to vote. Somebody got to win MVP, P-Bev. Somebody got to be first, second team, all NBA. Somebody got to be first and second team, all defensive. So, and got to win these awards. So what's a way that you guys played in the league? How would you like to see that handled?
I like how it's been handled. I think that once you kind of understand, and the older you get, that basketball is a huge business, and part of basketball being a business is it's partly entertaining also, right? It's entertainment. It's fans being entertained by guys shooting threes, guys doing crazy dunks. So once I kind of found that out, and I used to steal stuff from like, hey, okay, cool. I see Tony Allen throwing up first team. Okay, cool. Anytime I get a big stop, I'm gonna throw up first team, right? Right. That'll trigger people to be like, oh yeah,
then you look
first team. That gets to go on. Media has to go with it, right? So I get to playing the game. Now I haven't been in the luxury to see 350 million or get voted MVP. I haven't been in that luxury, but I know the small things I did. So ain't no telling what guys out here doing. Guys probably sending wine bottles, all type of stuff.
But here's the thing, people. But before you go, Joe, is that if Ja take care of it, now they're on television more, and now people see them more.
Yeah.
See, LeBron's on the Lakers, they got 40, 42, 43 televised games. So you gonna see LeBron, you gonna see Luka, you gonna see Jason Tatum, you're gonna see a lot of these guys, but in Memphis, it's contingent. So when Ja's there and they're playing well, Memphis, we used to see Memphis, and we see Ja be a second team. We see Triple J be on the All-NBA selection. But when you're out of sight, look, I only got I'm following the team. A lot of these people are beat writers. Everybody's not, and they all these games, everybody ain't watching everybody play. It's not like the NBA. NFL. All the games come on Sunday. You got some playing Wednesday. They got some team playing Tuesday. They got some team Thursday. They got Friday. So I can't keep up with everything, people.
Hey, listen. I think with Jaren Jackson Jr., P-Bev, for me, it's like he hang his hat so much on offense nowadays, and I think he need to go back to being that mean defensive presence. I don't know if he can lead the league in blocks anymore with Wemby being in the NBA, but
no, he ain't gonna win that. He ain't winning that. No, he ain't winning that. Ain't nobody finna win the block title with Wemby there.
Hey, listen, but he gotta hang his hat on defense. His offensive game will come. If he let his defense fuel his offense versus just standing out there at the 3-point line, shooting a lot of threes. I know he got a nice little bag, with him offensively, but they need his defensive presence for them to be effective in that wild west.
Hey, he said that. So we played him in the playoffs when I was in Minnesota, and he was in the next year. He wanted to kind of work on his offense, and his switch was, okay, if I focus all on my defense, I'm gonna end up in foul trouble a lot. He led the league in fouls also that year. So his thing was like, I'm gonna balance it out. I'm gonna go a little bit more offense I ain't gonna put all my energy on defense. I'm gonna put a little bit more of my energy on offense to kind of balance it out. Because when he was all defense, he was fouling. Man, that man was fouling out every game.
But the problem that he's gonna have is that they've made the All NBA team positionless. So now you might have 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 forwards or threes or guards. So it's not like we got to have a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, and a 1. So because you look at the second team, I mean, you look at like, damn. And so now you really ain't have, but Jokic was the only center. Yeah. And there was no Joel Embiid. Because when Joel Embiid come back healthy, he getting one of them spots.
But he ain't never gonna play enough games to get no spot. That's a wrap.
You might be right. So you gotta play 65. They put the onus on a lot of people.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying for me, it's like I feel like it's kind of easy for him to crack in there because a lot of these top guys, they're not gonna play enough games to even be qualified for any of these awards. You know what I mean? So if he can keep himself healthy, I say a solid 22, 23 a game with about 12 rebounds, a couple blocks, man, that'll put you right there. Third, second.
Hey, be a 19-11 guy with 2.5 blocks. That's the best you could do. Because if you put 22 points a game, that takes too much away from his defense.
You just gave away Bangs. How much Bangs average? He averaged 20-something, right?
Yeah, Bangs averaged about 19, 20.
KCP and them other guys coming in.
Anthony.
They not gonna be putting up points like that. Now they're gonna have some games where they're gonna be lights out, but for the most part, I'm saying to be consistent. He has to be consistent on a night-to-night basis. That's basically what they're gonna be looking at.
Hey, you gotta work. Hey, got to tighten them handles up, P-Bev. You got to be able to put that thing on the floor and get to that spot.
Man, he better get his ass to the block, left block, right
block.
Look at 100 left hooks, 100 right hooks. You don't put no.
Because how many bigs we got in the league, Unc, who can chat? Who can?
They ain't really none.
It ain't but about 4, 5 of them.
When you talk about true, I'm talking about like a Jokic and an Embiid. Yeah. I mean, theoretically, they list Giannis as a big and LeBron and JT and all that, but Evan Mobley, Jared Allen. But when you really look at it, talk about like big bigs that play big. I mean, Triple J right now.
That's what I'm saying.
AD.
Yeah.
Now AD healthy. When AD healthy, so you got Jokic, you got Embiid, you got AD, you got Giannis. So that's four. That's 4 forwards, right? The 5 forwards and 5.
You could take Giannis. Giannis done made first team the last 8 years. You could go ahead and take him off there. He gonna be on there. He definitely gonna be on there. He gonna be on there.
And Jokic, it's gonna be hard for somebody to unseat him because he's gonna have a damn near average a triple-double.
His team got to win.
Yeah,
his team got to win.
That's it.
Yep. They have to win. That's it. They got to win.
Did the Bane trade expose how badly the Mavericks botched the Luka deal? The Lakers gave up 1 first-round pick for Luka. The Mavericks gave up 4 first-round picks and a pick swap.
Oh. P-Bell, they got AD in return. AD ain't no slouch,
Okay.
He ain't no slouch. He can play. Like, he an all-star caliber guy. If he can stay healthy.
They treated Desmond Bane like he's an all-star with 4 first-round picks. Unprotected. Normally, P-Bev, you like, okay, they got some protection. Okay, top 5 protected. They like, nah, ain't nothing protected. We all out. Everything out.
Right.
And a pick swap. That kind of reminds you of the Clipper deal done the pit bill when they gave to get Shai.
Mm.
I was there. Yeah, I was there for that one. Yeah, I was there. I thought, and looking back on it, I thought for a minute, like, yeah, we won this trade easy.
Hold on. Were you there with Shai?
He was my rookie. Well, y'all keep forgetting that. Why you think he a dog, huh?
So did you see? Okay, obviously he was a lottery pick, but did you think he could turn into this?
I told him the third day of training camp. I tapped Lou. Me and Lou sitting down. I tapped Lou. Hey Lou. Hey, he cold. Lou say, yeah, he different. I'm like, no, Lou. I get up from Lou. You don't hear what I'm saying. I go right to say, hey, Shay, how good you think he could be? He from the 6, so he talk different than he's like, I mean, I think I can be like really good. I'm like, no.
That's how That heavy ass voice.
I'm not. You a superstar. He mean like all-star? I'm like, no. Superstar. Like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, you. Like, he seriously? So fast forward, I see his mom out shopping, and while we playing Toronto, and she's like, man, thank you for, telling my son that, like, you gave him that confidence. Like, after you said that, he really believed it. People always forget Shai was my rookie. Shai was my rookie. Next year he went with Chris Paul and Dennis Schroeder, respectfully. Everybody got to get their groom for somewhere else. But nah, Shai was getting that ball in the playoffs when we was playing Steph Curry. Hey man, get Steph 30. What are you doing? Why don't you pass me the ball? Go get Steph 30. Kill him.
Hey, look, but when you look at it, Unc and P. Bev, certain things happening throughout guys' career, they kind of help take them to that next level. You know what I mean? Him getting traded from the Clippers, you never know how he was thinking. He may be thinking like, man, they didn't think I was good enough. So
of course.
So now,
anytime somebody get rid of you, that's what they're telling you.
So now he in the lab working hard as ever. Probably show and prove. Like, all right, I'm gonna show him. I don't know if he expected himself to reach this level, but
so
man,
quickly.
It's been special to watch. It's been special.
Nah, what like I see him the next year in layup line or something. He was like, man, that trade. I was like, yeah, man, what you think of? He like, man, what you mean? Trade me for him? Like talking about Paul George. I'm like, yeah, like, and to be a second, third year guy, like saying that shows you how much confidence they had. But I think it happened. I think it happened later. I think it happened when they got rid of Dennis Schroeder and CP, and they put the ball all in his hands.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's when you kind of seen like that 19-point, 20-point got up to 30. Like once they like clean house and like made him the primary ball handler, everything
and build it
changed.
around him.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything changed since then. So I think that was you got to, again, Sam Presti. That's another one of Sam's brilliant moves.
And I think we both get why the Clippers had to do this. You getting Kawhi. Kawhi is basically saying, well, if y'all don't do this, I'm gonna go with the Lakers. Do y'all really want me, LeBron, and AD? And then y'all got a cup. Pat Beal, that wouldn't have worked out well for y'all, man.
I know, but we only, in our mind, you got to think, we just took, the year before, we just took Golden State 6 games with Kevin Durant. So in our mind, we thinking like, man, we just need one more person. We cool, right? So they was shopping KD might come. There was thoughts that Kawhi might come. We didn't think Kawhi and Paul George should come. So for us, we looking like, oh man, we got a real chance to win a championship. And that's when, things, the bubble happened and the 3-1 happened and injuries happened. And next thing you know, Shai's the MVP and he's in a championship game up 3-2 right now.
Another day, another KD trade watch. The Suns reportedly aren't committing to trading KD to one of its preferred landing spots: Miami, Houston, San Antonio. All no state income tax. P. Bev, I'm going to come to you first. Joe, let me ask you this. Has KD earned the right to choose his landing spot?
Man, yes. Yes, that man is an all-time great. He's done nothing but play hard. Now, everybody, chastise him about his leadership, but dude love to hoop, man. He love the game. So you know what you're going to get from him. P-Bev, you know what you're going to get from him, man. He's going to be efficient from the floor. He's going to be the easy money sniper. The game comes easy to him. Now, help him out. It ain't like the places he asked and they ain't got talent that you can get some guys back in return to where you can still be competitive. You'll be better than what you were last year. Hell, you ain't make the play in last year. You trade him to San Antonio or Houston. I feel like you can get some good comparable pieces to where you'll still be in contention. You can at least make the playoffs.
All I'm saying is this: we've seen KD at all since I've been in the NBA. I don't know, 13, 14, 15 years, whatever, right? We've seen him in places where when he's happy, right, and I mean happy, like it's a great team. It's not a circus running around it. He plays elite basketball, right? When he goes to places where it's, the Brooklyn Nets scenario and, this and that, I'm not saying it wasn't elite ball. I'm just saying, like, it was just a little harder. His teams were not as good, so I think you get KD, you get him in that, one of those teams. He went to the University of Texas. no state taxes, so people love that. People love playing in somewhere in Texas.
You played in Houston.
So when you get him,
and you played in LA.
I'm in my Houston house now. Yeah, I'm in my Houston house now. Yeah. So like when you as an athlete, we all know when you get to somewhere, it's a fresh start. You got a lot of young talent. You gotta, you're not beefing with a coach. Like we don't know the dynamic with him and a coach. Like you got something new. You got a coach that you believe in. Your game goes to another level automatically. So I just think that's kind of the situation that he was in. It sounds like some things, I wouldn't say promise to him, but as far as how they, want to win, and then you get the coach who Budenholzer, who's not for everybody, right? He's not for everybody. He does things his particular way, and it works. He's won a championship. It works, right? So you can't blame him. But we see that that fit. It just didn't work. It just didn't work for Kevin Durant.
You said something very interesting. You say when there's not a circus. KD played his best basketball once he left OKC at Golden State because all he got to do was hoop. Yep. You see, you go to Brooklyn, they're counting on you. They want you to lead, even though you want to just hoop. They want you to lead. You go to Phoenix. Now you and Devin Booker should have to lead. You see, you got Clay, you got Steph, you got Draymond. I get to be really, truly, I can lead sing, but I kind of like being in the backup. I kind of like doing background vocals.
Right.
So I don't know, because now at this point in time now, guys, everybody that gets Kevin Durant, they look at him as a hired gun. We're bringing you here to get us over the hump. That's why they're going to get him. So the expectation, wherever he goes, is going to be expedite. He goes to Miami. Miami's expected to be able to compete for a title.
Yeah.
Now, it's been reported, Mark Spears says Kevin Durant was interested in joining the Knicks as well, but the Knicks were not interested in pursuing him. Now, I don't know how true it is, but Mark Spears seems to be a reputable reporter, and I haven't heard anybody come out and say Mark Spears doesn't know what he's talking about. All I can just go by is what's being reported, and Mark J. Spears says he wanted to go to the Knicks. Now, when he was a free agent, the Knicks really wanted Kevin Durant, but he bypassed them and jumped over and went to Brooklyn. Now, he was at OKC. Probably OKC say, nah, we good. So wherever he's going, the pressure is going to be what he felt when he went to Golden State, because they're like, hold on. They got Steph, they got Clay, they got Draymond. They won 73 games the year before. They just lost a 3-1 lead. With Kevin Durant, it should be a breeze, and it was. Yeah. And maybe it became too easily. Maybe Kevin Durant says, my job is done here. What do you think about that? What do you guys think about that?
I don't think Phoenix was a good team, if we're being totally honest, right? I don't think they were a team where they got Kevin Durant and you looked at their roster and you were like, this
they didn't need Bradley Beal.
Championship. Yeah, I don't think that was anyone's thought. I didn't think anyone thought that once Phoenix got KD that they were going to win a championship. I honestly thought when they lost CP, they were going to go down.
That's who they should have kept.
Since then. Yeah, so like that's my mindset, right? And you obviously you add a player like Bradley Beal, who's phenomenal talent, dealing with injury, but when he plays and he's healthy, he plays well. You got this guy, on ball defender. You got this guy 3 points a game, maybe 5 points one game. I mean, they just wasn't getting the best versions of the players that we're accustomed to. But all.
You played them out of position. I understand Devin Booker can play. He's not a point. He's a two.
No.
And there are a lot of these guys that say, oh, they got the position, they got PG by the name. They're two guards masquerading, P-Bev. Devin Booker is not a point. He played his best basketball when CP was there. That's the best basketball we've seen, and they got to a championship. They should have kept CP3. I'm not saying you got to pay him $25, $30 million, but I'm saying you keep him. You didn't need Bradley Beal. If you can't get enough scoring from Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, I don't know what to tell you. Because in the process of getting Bradley Beal, you give up all your depth. The reason these two teams that are in the finals, Indiana and the OKC, what? Depth, bench.
Yeah.
That's how they beat all the teams.
No, I honestly think I honestly think, I'm gonna be honest, I think they dropped the ball when they got rid of DeAndre Ayton.
They got rid of who?
If we been
Ayton.
DeAndre
Ayton. Oh yeah. Him and Monty couldn't get along.
When but now you see you don't got Monty or you don't got DeAndre Ayton. You know, coaches are revolving.
Well, you ain't got Vogel. You ain't got Vogel. You ain't got Budenholzer. You ain't got Monty. You on your fourth coach in 4 years.
Hey, look,
it's hard to get consistency and continuity when you're doing it like that, P-Bell, because that's a whole new system.
Yeah.
He might coach it one way and somebody coach it another way.
Yeah, and they're looking for a 5-man now. Think about that.
Because you think, hey, look, you think guys are easily replaceable in this league, and they not, bro. They not. Look, you give up CP, who is a hell of an orchestrator, and you know he would have made sure Devin Booker and Kevin Durant got their points.
Yes.
You know, so I agree with y'all. I don't think Bradley Beal was a great fit because now you're trying to make sure all three of these guys get at least 15 or 20 shots a night, and it just didn't add up to wins.
And that's easy to guard. That's easy to guard.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. He go shoot 17. He go shoot 18. He go shoot 22. All right, cool. Got it. Stop one of them,
right.
We win. Easy game point.
Some in the Suns organization believe Bradley Beal will produce when KD is gone, per Jake Fisher. There is a likewise some hope within the Suns that moving Kevin Durant could possibly present Bradley Beal with a more offensive opportunity to produce in a manner you expect from a player with that sort of contract. As the Stein line has previously reported, various candidates considering during the Suns' recent coaching search was asked how would they try to get the best out of Bradley Beal if he remained a Sun.
Hey, he gonna have to step up. If they get rid of Kevin Durant, Brad Beal definitely he got to step in their role in P-Bev. He gonna have to. They're gonna need at least 22 to 25 points from him a night, man. In order.
But I trust that coach. I had that coach. I had that coach before. They got a really good coach. Jordan Ott, Coach Ott, he was the elite coach. When I mean elite, he's his IQ on offensively is so simple but so like advanced, and what he does defensively, he's one of the few coaches that can do both. I had him as a coach. Like we talk, like I have a text message right now from him. You know, happy Father's Day. So like Coach Ott, he's a phenomenal coach. Don't sleep on him.
Well, hey, look, I don't know what kind of system he gonna implement, but they need Bradley Beal to be the guy who they got from the Wizards at 26, 27 a night. Now I don't know if he can average that, but they gonna need him to be one of them top guns on a consistent basis.
But him and Devin Booker really the same person.
I agree.
They're the same people, P-Bab.
They need a center. They need a center.
But when you gave up all those, think about it. You had just went to the NBA Finals. You had DeAndre Ayton, you had Mikal Bridges, you had Book, you had CP, you had Cam
Crowder.
You had a nice, and you blow that all up. You get rid of Ayton. Not for whatever reason, it seemed like Ayton and Monty was going back and forth. I don't know, but it just seemed like they was always butting heads on the sideline looking at it from the TV. I was not, just watching it from a distance. It seemed like they was always butting heads. But you blow it up, and you've had 3 coaches. You about to be on your 4th coach since they last won a title, and you get Kevin Durant. Look at what you gave up. You traded Mikal Bridges, you traded and draft picks. You give up draft picks to get Bradley Beal. So, okay, you got 3 guys that can score, but they're going to be stepping over Kevin Durant, not. But kind of Bradley Beal and Book, they kind of stepping over each other, doing the same thing. And you ain't got no depth. You ain't got no big. Nurkic, bless him, he meant well.
Yeah, I think it might be a chess piece too, right? It might be a chess piece too. You look at these moves that guys giving up picks, like you get these big name guys, and no, you can get picks back, and not if picks back, you can get younger talent and assets for them too, right? Like we don't know what this Kevin Durant. We don't know what kind of haul of a.
He's 37 with an injury history. P-Bab, what you think?
And you know he want to leave, so now you can ask for more. You could definitely ask him more now because I know he wants to leave. If I know he wants to leave, I can ask for a whole bunch of more. Okay, yeah.
But I ain't gonna give it to you because he's 37 and he has an injury history. Is he a phenomenal talent? Absolutely. There's a reason why he was on the 75th anniversary team. He's one of the great players in NBA history. But we can't ignore the fact, Pat Bev, he's 37 with an injury history.
But you told us in the beginning of the show, Unc, you just said if this player is coming to if this player is coming to your team, is he filling is Jaren Jackson filling up
No.
spaces? We said no. Kevin Durant coming to your team, he is
Is he in the
up.
lineup that night? Because he might be hurt.
Who that? Yeah. I think if you got him on the organization, he gonna fill up stands.
Because we know every organization he's been in, he's especially Brooklyn. He came to Brooklyn, he missed the whole year and missed that bubble year and half the year, didn't play to the following. So we get that. Phoenix, he got to Phoenix and got hurt immediately. He got nicked last year.
Hey, look, I feel like he deal with them injuries, man, because of the workload that he got to carry. I think he got to carry too much of a workload. Like you say, when he was with Golden State, all he had to do was just hoop. You know, he didn't have to do a whole lot of dirty work. You know what I mean? He get to Brooklyn, they expect a lot out of him.
Absolutely.
Defensively and offensively. And I think that puts him in a comparable situation to where he's having to deal with injuries.
I didn't think they needed James Harden.
I didn't either, man. As great as the talent James is, it's kind of like the situation in Phoenix. It's like you got three bona fide players, right? And you know what James can do. You know, he can go get you 30 and 12 on any given night. But it's like you got too much offensive power, and it didn't add up. It didn't add up the wins.
And when you guess what you did?
Man.
Guess what? You depth. Because when you trade for James, because think about it, you got Kyrie and KD for nothing. They were free agents. They came and you didn't have to give up no compensation. You didn't have to give up no draft capital. You didn't have to give up no players. Now you get James. You got to give up draft capital and you got to give up players to get him.
Yeah.
When we played against that Brooklyn Nets team, they were so talented. I mean, that's the year James Harden got hurt too. So we really didn't get to see the full potential of how that team looked all together. Right. You know, we might have seen, them together for a little bit of period of time. I think Kai got hurt that year. I think James got hurt. So we really didn't get to see the best form of them. But when we played them, and I think I was with the Clippers and we played them, it was nothing that we can do. Like it was so much going on. It was matchup problems over here, matchup problems on the post, matchup problems in the pick and roll. Like it was so many matchup problems that it wasn't a lot that we can do. They just wasn't healthy.
Man, I mean, look, you guys follow the NBA and I follow. Was it always like this? Like the transcendent, historically great players end up moving like this?
Nah.
I mean, think about it. KD was at OKC, Golden State, Brooklyn, Phoenix. Now he about to be on his 15. And two of the teams he's been traded. So he got traded from Brooklyn to Phoenix, and now he's about to be traded from Phoenix to wherever he goes.
I think that the sense of like the money is obviously got.
I blame the ring culture.
Unbelievable. No, it's the money, right? It's the money, and then it's guys like you don't see a lot of guys back then using their voice.
Yeah, they couldn't move.
Everyone
though.
has a platform.
Yeah, they didn't have the empowerment like they got now, P-Bell.
Right now, so like now you can go and be like, nah, man, he getting that. I want this, and if I can't get this, I'm gonna go to another team and go get it. Right, and you got guys that got relationships like, hey, bro, what you doing this summer? All right, cool. All right, we could do this. We could do so. Like you got guys that's working behind the scenes. That's like, okay, cool. They go maximize. In which they should, right? In which they should. So, like, it's just different now. It's different times right now. I think it's more of a flex, right? Right? You see a guy play on one team his whole career, a guy like Steph Curry, right? A guy like Draymond. It's, moving teams. Guys feel like, okay, I can win a championship over there. I can change the culture over there. I can win a championship over there. It's more of a flex a little bit.
I agree. Hey, then when you look at Durant, man, he's such a polarizing, player, meaning he's always gonna have value. You know what I mean? So it don't matter where he's at. Somebody's gonna always want him on his team because his skill set is second to none. A team can always use it. You look at it.
Who could use 26, 27 points a night?
But look, you look at it. You look at Houston, P. Bell, who were the number 2 seed in this year's playoffs, and they were a young team. They struggle scoring the basketball, especially down the stretch. You get Kevin Durant, you don't have them problems. You know what I mean? So I know I'm sure they're gonna get him traded. I just hope he goes to a situation to where, you know, it's comfortable for him and he's able to just hoop, play his game, and be the easy money sniper that we know he is. And if it's Houston, I think
he's Kevin Durant. The days of just hooping are over. He got that when he first got to when he was in Seattle for that 1 year, and when he went to they went to OKC. When he go to Golden State, ain't no more just hooping because the expectation is championship. Anybody that trades for Kevin Durant right now, P-Bev and Joe, you know this. Yeah. They expect championship.
Because the window's closing.
Realistic or fair or whatever the case you want to use, he's a 7-foot scoring machine. He's efficient out of the yin-yang. I mean, he had an off year shooting from the free throw line because he shot like 84, 85%, which is crazy. He's normally 89, 90.
Yeah.
But he gave it 26, 5, and 6. And so he goes to Houston. You know what that means? They had the number 2 seed. They expect to go further. If he goes to Miami, you know what the expectations is when you go to Riley-led organization. So there's no place he can go that he's going to be able to rest comfortably because the expectations are going to follow Kevin Durant.
I think he can go to. I ain't gonna. When you talk about 1 in a million or billion chances of like, there's only a couple teams that he could have went to and they underachieved, right? And one of them is Phoenix, right? New situation, new coach. Your coach is gone. It's the first year. You don't know how it looks. He could go to any other team though, and definitely take that team where it needs to go. And we're talking about contenders, right? He can go to San Antonio right now. Unbelievable team. We'll say the team is a cheat code. He go to the Rockets right now with the pieces they have, with the coach.
What are they going to give up? Right? What are they going to give up in Houston to get it? Are you look? I think Jalen Green would be 1. I think Jabari Smith Jr. would be 2. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up Amin Thompson. I'm not giving him up.
No. He's untouchable. But I think you give up those guys you name, and you give up some 16 and 15-year-olds. Yeah. Some 2000.
So 29, 30, 31 draft picks.
Right. Some 15 and 16-year-olds. You go.
I mean, I like. Let's see. Thompson, Şengün, KD, Van Fleet.
Not bad.
Oh, Dylan Brooks.
Yeah.
Not bad.
See, now you got your blue collar worker guys, and you got KD who will seamlessly fit right in and alleviate the pressure from those guys, especially in that fourth quarter. I just feel like that's a great matchup. But I also like him going to San Antonio playing with De'Aaron Fox.
Fox and
Wemby.
What? But they're gonna probably they'd have to give up Castle.
Yeah, you probably gonna have to give up Castle, but you got to give up something else too to make it work.
They got 100, like you said, Pat Bev. They got some 7-year-old picks in there too. They got picks all the way out to 2040. So
for sure, that's one thing we do know these teams have. They have a lot of money and they got a lot of picks. I'll tell you that. We know that.
Well, Pat Bev, we're gonna get you out of here. Make sure you guys go follow.
Hey, no, wait. Hey, you speaking about one-on-one. Me and Joe played. Me and Joe went. He went to Arkansas. I don't think you know the Joe Johnson.
Tell the story, Pat Bev.
I don't think. I don't mean to keep y'all show going on.
No, you got to tell the story.
Okay, so I went to the University of Arkansas, like you say, alumni of where Joe Johnson went to, right? And then during the time I was there, you got to think I'm probably like, I'm freshman of the year, I'm newcomer of the year, so all the accolades that I'm getting, I'm really just Joe Johnson got him before, right? I'm the only kid on the team that has like any type of NBA stardom. So what Joe Johnson do? He come get me, Unc. He take me under his wing. He take care of me while I'm in Arkansas. He get me placed in Little Rock to stay. I'm talking about anytime he got a free time, he come up to the school. That's a 2-hour drive, Unc. I get into the NBA. We play Atlanta. I go right to his house all the time. Like, his family is my family. Like, you got to think, Joe was really like big bro.
Okay,
to me. Like,
yeah.
The first dude who ever put me on,
Listen. I was in the league. He was in college. He come over to the house. He be, oh yeah. I can't wait till I get to the league. Boy, give me one of them big Rolls Royce. I'm giving me one of them. Oh, I got to have one of them too. I got. He's like that. Hey, he was geeked up the whole time. Look, we had a summer league back at the crib in Little Rock, And man, I had him come down there and play with us, man. Come on there and turn out the whole gym. Y'all know how he is. All them antics, picking up full court, talking stuff, the whole gas. Oh, yeah, that's what I need. That little pit bull right there.
So yeah, Joe is like, he the one who showed me, like, man, you got kids? I'm like, yeah, I got kids. He's like, all right, okay, you got to feed your kids. So he really the one that, like, I'm talking about, I'm with LeBron in Miami, got dinner. And LeBron like, oh, everybody know you about to go. You about to go with your big brother Joe Johnson. Like, hell yeah, you damn right. I'm talking about, I'm in his room just looking around like, yeah.
Yeah, I need that. But you know what, guys? That's the greatest motivator to see it.
Yeah.
Because when like my brother went and I go, there's a 3-car garage, and you hit there's a Ferrari, there's a Porsche, there's a big body Mercedes, and central heating. And boy, to see that, I know somebody that actually got that. Oh, I got to get that.
Yeah.
I need that.
Hey, I'm at his mama house. I'm staying at his mama house. His mama got pool. I gotta get my mama pool. Everything. So shout out to Joe Johnson. If y'all ain't never heard my story though, Joe Johnson, a big part of it.
Appreciate that, bro.
Appreciate that, Pat. Yeah, guys, y'all make sure y'all go follow the Pat Bell Podcast on social media and on YouTube at the Pat Bell Podcast with Rome. It's on Barstool. Social media. Where are you on IG, Pat?
Pat Bell 21, you know me, Pat Bell Pod with Ron. I see you had Dave on the
yeah, boy, no, yeah.
Episode. Yeah, good dude. He real smart. He real smart.
Very. Pat Bell, thank you,
smart.
Man. We really appreciate you coming on tonight. We know, hey, we really appreciate you coming on, providing your expertise, breaking down this game, and talking about a lot of other topics. Hey, you get a free time, man. Come on back. You welcome anytime.
Man, always
good to see you, bro.
Blast, man. Always good to see y'all. Love, bro. Thanks,
I appreciate you.
All right.
Joe, there's still a possibility that Jason Kidd could join the Knicks per Ian Bagley. The door is not completely closed on the Knicks and Jason Kidd per people familiar with the dynamic in Dallas. Other outlets reported as recently as last week that Kidd was still a possibility and remains the case as of Monday. Teams were hanging up on the Knicks during their head coach search per Shams. Teams would just hang up. Some would say no, then hang up. In other situations, the prophetic was involved. Literally F-no responses.
Hey, look, J. Kidd gonna keep the door open now. Yeah.
What is it? Hold on. What is it the Knicks could offer the Mavericks?
To what? Get J. Kidd?
Yeah. Y'all gonna give up OG? Y'all gonna give up Mikal Bridges? Y'all gonna give up Mitchell Robinson? I need something.
They gonna have to give up. I don't know. I don't know what they can give up. I know Dallas got that number 1 pick, and from my understanding, they holding on to that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I don't even know if this is really a job that J. Kidd really wants, to be honest with you.
I think he's better in the West with Anthony Davis and Cooper Flag and Kyrie.
That's what I'm saying. I know, it's going to take probably Kyrie a little while to come back, but I think you got enough pieces over there to keep you afloat until he get back, to somewhat of 100%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can't see him taking that Knicks job unless they offer him some that's kind of hard to turn down.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to put him up there with what, Spoelstra or Steve Kerr, 17 million, 18, 19 million a year.
Shit, but you in New York compared to being...
But that's what I'm saying. That money that you get in Texas with no state income tax, man, New York costs you like 10%.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't see him taking this job. And like I said, unless it's something that's kind of hard for him to turn down, I think he's kind of, developed a nice little thing there in Dallas. And I'm sure he wants to try to get the Mavericks back to the championship winning ways. You know what I mean?
Right.
With what he's got, they really got a chance.
Before we go to any other topics, we got to talk to Mr. 30 Burger. ISO Joe dropped 30 points for the Detroit Amps, 50, casually pulled down 10 boards, and reminded everyone. Look at it. Hold on. We're going to put it back up. Woo! Look, Joe hit it with that L. Give me that.
Big body. Get
Get
to your spots, man. Hey, look, don't.
Bam.
All levels, middies, posts, 3-ball, 4-point ball, whatever you want, baby.
Damn. Joe, you about to be a 7th or 8th man in the NBA right now, huh?
Man, man, listen. Y'all think I be talking? Y'all think I just be talking? Man, I can get somebody about 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes off the bench.
How many points you give me 15, 20, Joe? 10?
I'll give you anywhere from 10 to 15. Yeah. I'll be efficient, I'm going to make plays. I'm going to play the right way. Yeah. But I'm going to tell you something now. This once a week thing, this my speed, though. Okay? I ain't going to lie to you.
Hey, that's easy on the knees and ankle, huh, Joe?
Hey, I ain't finna sit here and lie to you. You hear me? This once a week thing, hey, I can do this in my sleep.
Thank you, Detroit Amps social media team, for providing us with these cold ISO Joe highlights. Make sure y'all go follow the Amps on IG at Detroit Amps, and you get an opportunity to see ISO Joe. Who y'all play this week, Joe?
We got the 305. We got Beasley and Lance Stevenson and Mario.
Ooh, that gonna be a barn burner.
It's gonna be some smoke. Hey, you see them boys game? You see that first?
Hey, man, Lance getting into it with Dwight. I thought Dwight was gonna dump him, and Lance
Man,
they tried to talk Dwight out of his game, ain't it? Because Beasley stayed talking.
Because I think Dwight is so polarizing, and you look at him in stature, he's so big and strong. And to my understanding, they say he was talking a lot of junk in Las Vegas at the Combine. Talking about how he was gonna come in and destroy the league and kill this, that, and the third. So I guess some dudes took offense to it because they sure ain't let him off the hook. Boy, hey, that was WWE right there. That wasn't basketball. That wasn't
Beasley. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. Everything was borderline in that game. That game was so long. It was borderline. But the competitive edge, it was there. I thought they competed at a real high level, and you could tell, man, it was just such a buzz throughout the whole arena, just the entire game. Like, man, it was a good game to watch. I don't really care for all the antics and all the fighting and getting in there, because the league ain't for that, bro. Like, we on national TV, and we want it to be a great game, a great competitive game. Not necessarily guys wrestling and throwing punches. I'm cool with the trash talking and all that, but when things get borderline and when you throwing punches and we all on the floor, man, come on now.
Do you think some of the antics went over the line?
Yeah. I think due to I think both teams kind of lost their emotions, throughout the game. Meaning every time a guy scored, you seen guys in each other's face. Shit, they were down their headbutting. You know what I mean? I was like, it's just two teams that was competitive and just trying to impose their will on each other. And I just felt things kind of got a little out of hand.
You think Lance and Dwight was serious?
Yeah. I think in the midst of that game, in between the lines, they really had a real feud with each other. And you can tell everything was so physical, man. Like, let me tell y'all something. Chat, y'all understand this, man. The Big Three is probably the most physical basketball that I've been a part of.
Yeah.
Like, it's 6 guys out there, so you only got 2 other teammates who can help you. And a lot of stuff is borderline. The refs let you get away with a lot. It's far more physical than the NBA or any other, basketball league that I've ever played in. So I'll definitely give it that. Because I'm going to tell you, I ain't gonna lie, I felt like I got into a fight with 10 men when I woke up on Sunday. I was like, man, like it's real physical. It's a lot of bump and grind, bruising. Like, it's tough, bro, but it's fun at the same time. I just love competing.
You ain't gonna fall for Lance antics, are you?
Nah. I'm way too intact for that. And then plus on top of that, man, when you got a lot of game, you ain't got to deal with it. You ain't got
to do all that talking. He tried to talk you out your game.
Yeah. See, and I think Dwight, what he has to understand is, it takes a while to kind of really understand the 3-on-3 game.
Right.
But just like the late, great Bill Russell said, man, this game is about buckets. You got to be able to score the basketball.
Right.
Period, point blank. We going to 50. This ain't a time restraint. Like, it ain't 10 minutes on the clock and you trying to hold the lead. The hardest part of 3-on-3, especially in the big three, is when you reach 40 points and you try to close the team out to get 50 because guys started to get a little tight. It ain't them little comfortable shots you was taking early and making, they ain't dropping no more because we done got in them legs. Now you're a little tired. You know what I mean? And you're able to get away with a little more as far as physicality and kind of wrestling a little bit. So it's a lot tougher than what people think.
Because you got to go get to 50, but you got to win by 2, right?
You got to win by 2.
Wow. So let me ask you a question, Joe. What's the secret to dealing with a trash talker? Because I'm sure there are a lot of guys in the NBA that talk about off, or he with us, self-check, whatever the case may be. How do you deal with that? How do you compartmentalize what Joe has to do, and while all these guys are chirping to the bench is like off shot or whatever, chirping? How do you deal with that?
You got to go at their ass. You can't sit back and let them. You can't sit back and let them chirp or let them be the aggressive offensively. Man, you got to take it to them. You know what I mean? Just like anything, you got a guy who's being aggressive. Man, you got to take it to him, bro. This what type of game it's gonna be. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Yeah.
Were there a lot of trash talking in your game on Saturday?
It was a lot. Yeah, it was some trash talking, but it was mainly just good competition. You know what I mean? It wasn't like nothing overly, but you can see guys kind of get revved up after they score, after they make a big play, which is pretty typical. You know what I mean? But you just keep it moving.
But in the big three, it's not make it take it, is it?
Nah, it ain't make it take it. It ain't make it take it. So,
Joe, that's the way we used to play 1-on-1, make it take it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you don't even want them to get the ball back.
Hey, exactly.
If it was make it take it, you probably see a lot more lopsided games. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Because that's the whole thing. That's why you got to shoot for it. Nah, give me the ball. Nah, we shoot for it. I ain't going to give it to you.
Right. Yeah, back in the day when we played, especially one-on-ones, hey, it's make it take it. 21, yeah, I hope y'all probably ain't going to even touch the ball.
Oh, yeah. I love 21 because it was every man for himself. And man, look here. Boy, you got the 19.
Boy, the whole squad was going to be on you.
Hey, boy, you better hit a heroic. You better hit one of them Steph Curry's because you were not going to get nothing easy.
No, sir. Hey, look, and then at 21, you can't really call fouls. So when you got 18, 19, you trying to go for the winning bucket, they be fouling everything. Oh, no, there ain't no foul. You got
exactly. Joe, do you think it was like when you first got into the league, were there more trash talking when you first got into the league or when you was leaving it?
When I first got in. See, when I first got in, came in 01, so that's kind of, right after the 90s, so you still got a lot of those guys.
So, you got KG?
Well, you got KG, Gary Payton. Gary Payton talked to the refs, and like they owed him money. You hear me? I'm talking about some of the stuff I heard GP say to refs, man, I can't even believe he didn't get texts. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like casual conversation. But I'm like, wow, like anybody else, they going to tee you up quick. So you had certain guys who just had that reputation, and the refs knew it, they respected. It's almost kind of like Draymond. Draymond get away with a lot.
Absolutely.
A lot of stuff he does is borderline, but he gets away with far more than what they catch him with. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but
I think the thing with Draymond, he's like, let me go and get it out because I know they don't want to throw me out the game. So they're gonna be real. They're gonna give me a long leash before they throw me out the game. So I'm gonna push it up to the limit.
Right. And if I'm doing it every game, you ain't calling it every game. You ain't gonna call it every game. So they get him every now and then, but for the most part, he get away with a lot.
Boy, y'all got that's gonna be a good one.
It is.
Beasley gonna be going at you, Joe.
Oh yeah. But I'm gonna be going right back. Well, I don't know what y'all think this is. Yeah. See, the thing is, people say, and Beasley is a hell of a player, man. It's like, but at the same time, you got to make him work defensively. You can't let him sit and just be comfortable. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a damn good game. I'm looking forward to it.
Ooh, that thing coming.
CBS, y'all better tune in.
ISO Joe, BE's first to 50 win.
It's gonna be a good one, baby.
The Dallas Mavericks accidentally leaked plans for the #1 draft pick on their website. With the first pick, the Dallas Mavericks in the 2025 NBA draft selects
Cooper Fleck.
Kept secret in America.
Right. They ain't leaked nothing. We already knew what they were doing.
Yeah, who the hell y'all think? Oh, we thought y'all was gonna take somebody else?
I honestly, I thought they was gonna probably trade that pick and then go get KD. But to my understanding, they keeping it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that would, if you wanted Giannis, I mean, I was like, okay, hey, we got #1 pick and another big. But I mean, you think about it, the Lakers, I mean, the Milwaukee, they traded Kareem, they traded Ray Allen. So trading Giannis wouldn't surprise you.
Man, you can't even. Do you know what type of team that would be with Giannis? You don't
Without
even.
Giannis?
If the Mavericks got Giannis, I mean, without Kyrie, you would still be. I think you would still be top of the Western Conference, at least top 5 with Giannis.
And so you say if Giannis went to the Mavericks and they had to give up Kyrie, so Giannis ain't AD?
Nah, I'm saying if you traded that Cooper Flag,
okay,
Giannis, and you had Giannis and AD leading the charge until Kyrie got man.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm talking about the next year. The next year or two, you could potentially win a title.
LeVar Ball continues to push the LA Clippers to quit playing and trade for LaMelo. The Clippers, bring those GD ball boys home. Let's go get a championship and quit messing around. All you fans who want a championship back in LA, yes, a whole new arena with the ball boys. Who ain't gonna go up there and watch that show?
Who you giving up to go get LaMelo, man?
Mm-hmm. I don't know if they're not trading James Harden for him. They're not trading Kawhi, and they're not trading Zubats. So you got Norman Powell, you got Dunn. I mean, I'm trying to. What else?
Nah, man. The Hornets ain't doing that. Not for
of course not.
Not for their young talented guy.
And I think the thing is, maybe look, it's been proven LaMelo and Lonzo can play. I don't think LeVar gonna have to get that one up. That dog ain't gonna hunt.
Oh, he's still trying to get Jello in the league?
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. Jello got a whole new career now. He ain't studying that.
Yeah.
Basketball. That man trying to come up with another hot single right now.
Yeah, he's swerving on him. Whoa.
That's a wrap. Hey, look, he done found his niche.
Yeah.
Found his niche.
Yeah, I mean to have 2 sons. I mean, I guess it'd be great. I mean, because with the Holiday, I think it's 3 Holiday boys, right?
Yeah.
And they got them in there, but
but look, I can understand him wanting, LaMelo in LA. Obviously, that's his hometown in that new arena. He'll be box office in there. But if you the Hornets, you can't do that.
Yeah, he box office, but he's another one. Man, he got to do something with them ankles, man.
Yeah.
His ankles might be worse than Steph Curry's. And you remember how Steph had ankle problems early in his career?
Yeah. To try to keep him healthy, man, they got to try to find a way.
He might need call Steph and see what type of braces Steph be wearing, man, because Melo, man, every year there's an injury going on.
Just got to get him on that mean fitness plan.
His dad's was a workout warrior. His dad played football. Jello got a body like his dad. And you look at Lonzo and Melo, they got the thin frames. They don't have that size and that oomph like their dad had.
Yeah, but I think LaMelo can get like that wiry strength. I don't think he needs to get bigger. He just needs to get stronger. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like we talked about the other night. You have to enjoy lifting. You have to lift weights to be able to make it through an entire NBA season. You play too many games on a night-to-night basis, and it wears your body down. And if you're not fueling your body, meaning lifting weights to keep your body strong, you're ultimately gonna deal with these little knick-knack injuries. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
So you got to get him on this mean fitness plan, man. Get him right. He'll be all right.